Good evening, my friends. Welcome, welcome. You know, they once asked me to explain relativity in simple terms, and I said, sit on a hot stove for a minute, it feels like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour, it feels like a minute. That is relativity. Tonight, I must explain something far less romantic, but I promise you, equally elegant in its own way. We are here to discuss a computer program. Yes, yes, I know. Einstein and computers, what a combination, called the Proximity Search Program. This program was designed by a clever fellow named Dr. Andrew Nolan, written by an artificial intelligence called Claude 4.6 Opus. Don't worry, I have questions about that too. And it was created for the benefit of the students in the University at Baltimore's Artificial Intelligence for Business Masters program. Now, let me show you what this remarkable little tool can do. And please, stay awake. I promise it is more interesting than my hair suggests. Let me ask you something. Have you ever needed to find where two ideas appear close together in a very long document? Perhaps you are a lawyer, searching for where negligence and liability appear near each other in a 1,000-page deposition. Perhaps you are a researcher, looking for where mutation and resistance are discussed in proximity in a medical journal. You could, of course, read every page. I myself have read many pages in my life, too many, some would say. But this is not efficient. This is not elegant. And if there is one thing I have learned in my years, it is that the universe rewards elegance. The problem, you see, is not finding a needle in a haystack. It is finding two specific needles that are lying close together in a haystack the size of a building. This is what our program solves. And here it is, the Proximity Search Program. Beautiful, no? Royal blue. I approve. It is the color of a clear sky, and clear skies are good for thinking. When you first open the program, you are greeted with this welcome screen. It tells you who made it, who it is for, and, most importantly, it gives you instructions. I am a great believer in instructions. I once assembled a bookshelf without them and, well, let us just say it was not my finest contribution to structural engineering. The instructions are simple. Place your PDF or Word documents into a specific folder on your computer. C, Proximity Search, Source. Remove anything else from that folder, and press the big friendly button that says, Begin your search. Simple, elegant. Even a theoretical physicist can manage it. Now we arrive at the operating screen, and this is where the real work begins. Though I should say, the program does the real work. You simply guide it. At the top, you see the Source Documents section. The program has looked into your source folder and found the documents waiting there. In this example, we have a contract agreement and a legal brief. The program sees them. The program is ready. Below that, you have two input fields, side by side, like two friends sitting on a park bench. On the left, you type your first search term. Here we have typed negligence. On the right, your second search term, liability. These are the two needles we wish to find lying close together. You type them in, and then you press this handsome blue button, Analyze Documents. What happens next? Patience. That is the next slide. Now this is where it gets clever, and I do not use that word lightly. When you press Analyze, the program thinks, not like you and I think, with coffee and frustration, but it thinks about your search terms and generates synonyms, words that carry similar meaning. You typed negligence, and the program suggests carelessness, neglect, dereliction, and others. You typed liability, and it offers indebtedness, obligation, responsibility, and so on. Now here is the beautiful part. You choose which synonyms to include. Check the boxes next to the ones that make sense for your search. The program will then look not only for your original terms, but also for these related words appearing near each other. It is like casting a wider net, but a smart net, one that knows what kind of fish you are looking for. You also tell the program how many results you want, between 1 and 10. Here we have asked for 5. If you leave it blank, it gives you 3, because 3 is a fine number. I have always liked 3. Then you press Search Documents and, well, you wait. There is a progress bar. Even genius requires patience. And here is where the magic reveals itself. Look at this output. The program has found the places in your documents where your terms appear closest together, and it has sorted them, the closest matches first. This is important. The closest proximity often means the strongest conceptual connection. For each match, you see a header line telling you which terms were found and how many words separate them. Match 1. Negligence and liability. Only 4 words apart. That is very close. That paragraph is likely discussing exactly what you need. Below the header, you see 3 paragraphs. The paragraph before the match, the paragraph containing the match, and the paragraph after. This gives you context. Context. Without context, information is just noise. I have said this many times, though usually about physics. Now notice the colors. The original search terms, negligence and liability, are highlighted in orange. The synonyms you selected, like carelessness, are highlighted in yellow. This way, your eyes are drawn immediately to the relevant words. It is like a lighthouse guiding ships through fog. And at the bottom, a new search button. Because one discovery always leads to another. But wait, there is more, as they say on the television programs I do not watch. Every search automatically generates a PDF report, saved neatly in the output folder. C. Proximity Search Output. The file is named intelligently, combining the search terms and document name so you can find it later without confusion. This PDF contains everything you saw on screen. The search parameters, the synonyms selected, every match with its context paragraphs, all the highlighting information described clearly. It is a complete record of your investigation. Why does this matter? Because research is not just about finding things, it is about documenting what you found, how you found it, and being able to share it with others. A discovery that cannot be communicated is only half a discovery. I wrote many papers in my career. I can tell you, good documentation is not glamorous, but it is essential. This program understands that. Now, for those of you who enjoy understanding how things work, and I suspect that is most of you, or you would not be here, let me explain the architecture. Do not worry, it is simpler than general relativity. Most things are. The program reads your documents using specialized tools. PyMu-PDF for PDF files, Python docx for Word documents. It breaks the text into paragraphs, which become the units of analysis. For synonyms, it uses something called WordNet, a linguistic database that lives entirely on your computer. No internet required. This is important. Your documents never leave your machine. Your data stays private. In an age where privacy is increasingly rare, this is not a small thing. The search engine then compares every combination of your selected terms across every paragraph, calculating the word distance between them. The results are sorted by proximity, closest first, and displayed through a graphical interface built with tkinter, while simultaneously generating a PDF report using ReportLab. Everything runs locally. After the initial installation, you could unplug your internet cable. Do people still have those? And the program works perfectly. Setting up the program is straightforward. Even I could do it, and I once spent 3 hours looking for my glasses while they were on my head. There are 3 files. First, an installation batch file. You run this once. It checks that Python is installed on your computer, creates the necessary folders, and installs the required components. You can see it working here, step by step, very orderly, very German. I approve. Second, the Python program itself, proximitysearch.py, which goes into the program's folder. Third, a launch batch file, proximitysearch.bat, which you double-click whenever you want to run the program. 3 files, 3 folders, that is all. The installation requires an internet connection to download the components, but after that, never again. The program is entirely self-contained, like a good Swiss watch, or a stubborn physicist. Now you may be wondering, who would use such a program? The answer is, more people than you might think. Lawyers searching depositions and contracts for where key legal concepts intersect. Medical researchers scanning literature for connections between symptoms and treatments. Financial analysts examining regulatory filings for relationships between risk factors. Students, like yourselves in the MSAIB program, analyzing case studies, research papers, and business documents. Anywhere that 2 concepts must be found in proximity within large bodies of text, this program is your assistant, a very fast, very patient, very thorough assistant who never needs coffee and never complains about working late. I wish I had such an assistant when I was reviewing the literature on Brownian motion. It would have saved me considerable time, and, I suspect, several arguments with my colleagues. Let me summarize what makes this program special, because even Einstein appreciates a good summary. It searches both PDF and Word documents, the two formats you encounter most in professional life. It generates synonyms entirely offline using WordNet, so your search is broader without sacrificing privacy. Results are ranked by proximity. The closest matches appear first, because closeness implies relevance. For each match, you receive full context, the paragraph before, the matching paragraph, and the paragraph after. No information is stripped away. The original text is preserved exactly as it appears in the source document. Primary search terms glow in orange. Synonym matches shine in yellow. Your eyes find what matters instantly. A PDF report is generated automatically. Documentation without effort. And everything runs on your local machine. Your documents never travel across the internet. Your data remains yours. These are not just features, they are principles. Privacy, accuracy, elegance. I have built a career on such principles. Well, different principles, but the philosophy is the same. And so, my friends, we come to the end of our little journey together. I hope I have not put too many of you to sleep, though if I have, I understand. I have been told my voice is very soothing. It is the accent. The Proximity Search program is a tool, a simple, elegant, powerful tool. It was designed by Andrew Nolan with care, written by Claude 4.6 Opus with precision, and created for you, the students of the UB MSAIB program, with purpose. You know, people often ask me what I think is the most powerful force in the universe. They expect me to say gravity, or electromagnetism, or perhaps the nuclear force. But I tell them it is curiosity. The desire to find connections where others see only chaos. The determination to search until understanding emerges. This program will not make you curious. That you must bring yourself. But once you have the question, it will help you find the answer, hiding there in the text, waiting to be discovered. Use it well. Search boldly. And remember, the important thing is not to stop questioning. Thank you, and good night. Now, if you will excuse